Two leading AI platforms, each redefining creativity, but which one truly stands out in 2025? On the left, Stable Diffusion, the open-source powerhouse for AI-driven images. On the right, ElevenLabs, the go-to for hyper-realistic AI voices. Let's skip the hype and dig into what really matters. We'll break down the competition category by category, tally up the points, and reveal who comes out ahead. The final score may catch you by surprise. All right, before we hit compare mode, here's a quick mind map of what we're going to break down today. We'll look at core functionality, price and licensing, multi-language and accessibility, customization and extensibility, popularity and adoption, and of course, support and training. Trust me, by the end, you'll have a clear winner for your needs. Let's kick off with core functionality. Stable Diffusion, first up. It's basically your AI artist in a bottle. You give it a prompt, and it spits out high-quality images. You want a painting? It does a painting. Or maybe something photorealistic? Yeah, it's got you covered. Tons of customization, but, and here's the catch, if you want audio, or, say, voice, not happening. Local setup can be a bit technical, honestly. Switching gears, ElevenLabs. These folks take your text and, whoa, they make it talk. Ultra-realistic, almost freaky sometimes, with contextual nuance. Like, it gets sarcasm, excitement, you name it. But strictly voices. No visuals, no video. Sometimes it gets pronunciation a bit off, but overall, solid. So for this category, honestly, it's a tie. They both absolutely nail what they're good at. Now, let's talk numbers. Price and licensing. Stable Diffusion, open source, free for your personal stuff. If you want commercial, you might need the Stability Enterprise thing, but otherwise seriously affordable, especially if you're a dev. ElevenLabs, on the other hand, subscription city. Basic plans start at $22 a month, and it ramps way up from there, especially if you want all the features, API access, you name it. No open source, so yeah, you're paying for everything. Honestly, Stable Diffusion sweeps this, way more wallet-friendly. Moving on to multi-language and accessibility. Stable Diffusion supports prompts in a bunch of languages, which is cool, but here's the thing. The output is always an image. No built-in translation or anything audio native. So accessibility, kind of limited if you want more than just visuals. ElevenLabs, though, holy moly, it's built for multilingual action. Switch accents, real-time translation, it even reads polyglot style. Of course, it only hits the major languages really hard, so if you need rare dialects, it's a bit hit or miss. But let's be real, voice and language-wise, this one's an ElevenLabs win. Quick fun fact break. Did you know that Stable Diffusion can run totally offline on your own hardware? Yep, no internet needed if you don't want. And ElevenLabs? It can mimic almost any voice with just a few audio samples. Wild, right? AI isn't holding back at all. Customization and extensibility time. Stable Diffusion is basically playground central. Open architecture, plug in any number of community models, custom extensions and plugins, the whole 9 yards. Sky's the limit, though quality kind of depends on your prompt skills and the model you're using. Now, ElevenLabs, pretty sweet for voice. You want to clone a voice, add emotional undertones, even tweak it via API? It's easy. However, going super deep into like neural nets and fine-grained speech logic, that's more locked down. Main customization is the voice itself. I'm giving this round to Stable Diffusion purely on how wild you can go with extension stuff. Popularity and adoption. Always a hot topic. Stable Diffusion has a pretty large community around it. Tons of artists, hobbyists, developers, especially because it's open source, so you get that snowball effect. But honestly, local deployment can be a bit of a learning curve. ElevenLabs, meanwhile, is everywhere in the audio world. Publishers, podcasters, major creators and businesses, these folks are using ElevenLabs for narration, voiceover, all sorts. They kind of run the show when it comes to synthetic voices. So overall, ElevenLabs takes the crown for popularity. Last up, support and training. Stable Diffusion, Wikidocs, a ton of friendly forums, and open developer groups. But if you're hoping for a hotline in the middle of the night, nope. No official live support, just community. Now, ElevenLabs does business hours, live tech support, webinars, even face-to-face training. Support is top-notch, especially if you're paying for it. So, no contest, ElevenLabs is your go-to if you want real hand-holding. Okay, let's visualize all that with a radar chart to see how Stable Diffusion and ElevenLabs measure up side by side, category by category. You'll definitely notice some strengths and quirks. But hey, The gaps pretty much spell out what each tool was born to do. So if you're hunting for insane images and creative art, pick Stable Diffusion. But if you need super realistic AI voices, maybe for your podcast, narration, or just bringing text to life, ElevenLabs totally shines. Different vibes, but both are winners in their own lane. Did this help you out? Make sure to bookmark this for your next big AI project decision. Seriously, could save you a headache in 2025.